Welcome back to more of the Gaming Blind with SammoBam Let's Play of Cook Serve Delicious. I didn't practice my ice cream skills, but that's fine. We're just going to go into it, even though we have a bet that we're supposed to be doing well on. Okay, just nobody order ice cream for the first 15 orders, please. And we have low buzz, so that means we're not going to get many orders in early, which again is a little bit worrisome. But let's just hope people are going to order, like, salads and beer and soup. Nobody order ice cream right now, please. I could have just taken ice cream off the menu, quite frankly, I mean, before I had a chance to practice it, because I don't know what the key bindings are for whipped cream. 2 chocolate scoops, okay, that's fine. If you're just going to order stuff that I already know how to do, I should have just looked at the key bindings there. That was silly of me, I know. Not my best plan there. That's fine. As long as people keep ordering, like, soup and or beer, or even salads, it's fine. It's totally fine. Okay. Got it right that time. I think I've run out of stuff to say. Which is probably a good thing, I don't know. 2 chocolate scoops and nuts. Which one is nuts? Is it N? Okay, so whipped cream is W, N is nuts, and mint is M. Okay, that makes sense. At least those key bindings make sense, unlike S for S not being sprinkles or C. I mean, C for cherry is kind of hard when you also have chocolate ice cream. I get that. It's a little difficult when you have a lot of ingredients that start with the same letter to, you know, kind of decide where you want to do, because it could also be cherry or chocolate could both be H as a key binding. So it's not really the best system. It's not bad. I do know that I think all of the Cook Serve Delicious games, they have, like, controller support, and I'm really curious what the game would be like on a controller. Not enough to actually try it, because I'm old school when it comes to this game, and I think my hands are too used to doing to playing with a keyboard and mouse. Like, as much as I'd like to try out the controllers for this game, I don't think I could. I think I just fail miserably and never really be able to get back on the horse for that sort of thing. So I'm just not going to do it. It's sort of weird how certain games, like, I don't know, maybe mint chocolate with a cherry. Okay. I don't know. Do you like, for those of you who play, if you have an option to play something with keyboard and mouse versus controller, I wonder if like, do you try both out and then see which one you like more? Or do you just automatically go for a controller because you prefer controllers because you were raised on console gaming like the NES or the SNES or the PlayStation or whatever? Or do you, like, automatically default to keyboard and mouse because you grew up as a PC gamer playing, you know, RTS games like whatever, or Doom, whatever, those sorts of games? Or do you just sort of feel it out and you try both out and you see which one is preferable to you for playing certain games? Like, it could be different depending on the game for me, because I know that, like, an example for me, besides this game obviously, a game like The Binding of Isaac, which I don't play anymore, and I have no plans to play that or any of this or the sequel or any of that stuff, but I could not play that game at all with a keyboard. It just, my hands didn't want to work properly with that. Like, I think my hands just don't function with, like, trying to do like a twin stick shooter type game on a keyboard, like with a keyboard. No, with a controller, I'm fine, but just I could not, like, my hands just didn't want to work properly with keyboard and mouse to play that game. And I don't know if it was, so I'm curious. Like, for me, it's just sort of, it really just depends on the game. Like, some games I definitely would prefer to play with keyboard and mouse. Some games I would significantly prefer to play with a controller. Like, I definitely grew up playing games on consoles. Like, the NES was my first experience with video games. It was either the NES or the Game Boy. I forget which one, but I definitely grew up on console games. And I didn't really play any games on on computers for a very long time because I, quite frankly, because I had a Mac growing up, or I should say I had an Apple growing up, or whatever it's called. It was a Macintosh LC2 was the computer that I had as a kid. Sorry, the game kind of overwhelmed me for just a second. Chocolate scoops with sprinkles, okay. No one's ordered whipped cream yet. Seems weird to me. So anyway, I didn't get many options to play games when I was a kid on my computer. Because again, it was a Mac, so there wasn't really a lot of options. I know that there were definitely options out there, but you know, like the computer that we got was mostly for like, I don't know if it was even for like, it wasn't really for like work related stuff. It was just sort of kind of there. I mean, there definitely were games that I discovered while playing, while using that computer. There's a, one of the games that I've always wanted to find for some reason. It was a text-based basketball simulator game. And I think it was called Slam Dunk, but I'm not 100% sure if that was the name of it. But I remember playing that game a lot because you could like create your own custom teams, and basically what would happen is okay, we got a variety. But what would happen in that game is you would like pick your team, or you would make your own team. Let's see, what do we do here? We made $468. Not bad. We got a perfect day, so that's fine. So you'd like pick your team, and then you would also you'd face your opponents, obviously, and then everything would it would play out in not real time, but it would show the action just in like a text scroll, and it was really neat. I really enjoyed. I know you might think that you can't play that game or whatever, but I was playing that game, sort of. Garbage service, we're buying that. Baked potato upgrade, not particularly interested in that. I need to decide if I want to buy any other foods. I don't think any of these, besides soda, are staples. I don't think any of them are. But I don't really like soda that much. And it's not bad, but it's also just kind of, you know. Let's see. Well suited for ordering. Okay, so if I have more items that are good as to-go items, which that is, okay. Salad is a good to-go item. Wine is probably not. So if I buy soda, then I'll get an extra 2.5% buzz. I think that's what that's saying. Although it is a Fatty McFatterson or whatever this not positive thing, but the negative thing. Sorry, Fatty McFats. That's what it is. For okay. Yeah, minus 5% buzz is not great. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I basically just want to stick with doing staple foods because I'm tired of having to switch menus and all that sort of thing. I'm just not interested. What I am interested in, though, is buying garbage service. Where is it? There it is. That's going to be really nice to not have to deal with that for very much. Okay, let me see. Were there any upgrades available that I can buy? No, that's fine. I think there was a soda upgrade at one point. Let's see. I have... I'll wait till I have a bit more money before I bother to buy soda, I think. I think we're good with... I think we're... This seems like a pretty good setup right now. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't actually complete my thought from earlier, but I don't remember what it was. So, oops. Okay, great. Garbage service. Oh, it's so nice. I only have to throw away 2 garbage cans instead of 5. That makes things so much better. Yeah, I've completely forgot what I was talking about earlier. Sorry. I don't know. Lost my train of thought completely. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to sit back for a minute and enjoy the game. Which is probably a good thing because I am leaning forward a lot and kind of hunched over when I'm playing this game. Which is not good. Okay. Oh. I think this has been pretty fun so far. I'm enjoying coming back to this game after many months away. And I intend to actually finish the game this time. So whether that means I'm going to continue all... I do kind of want to just keep playing the game all the way through to completion. So, you know, I don't want to... I don't necessarily want to, like, play the game for a few weeks and then stop for a little while, like I did last time, and then end up accidentally stopping playing the game for, you know, 5 months or whatever, however long it has been since I played the game. Because then I get out of practice, and then I don't remember how to do certain recipes. And then I start over again because I'm paranoid that I can't remember how to do soup recipes or whatever, you know? So I think I'm going to try to push to actually finish this game proper. I don't know if I'm going to be able to 100% the game, but I'll do what I can. Because there's a lot in this game that I may or may not actually be able to do. There's a lot of stuff that happens in this game later on. And what did I don't know what happened there. It sounded like something was about to leave. I don't know. But yeah, there are certain other things that happen in the game later on that are fairly challenging, and they require you to have mastery over certain foods that I don't particularly like preparing. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I might just have to buy the foods and just practice them off screen or something, because I have no intentions of putting them on the menu for Staples, the restaurant, not the other store that apparently exists. These people, it's like why would you call an office supply store Staples? Like, who buys Staples anymore? Who even staples paper together? You know? I mean, just use paper clips like a... Okay, I thought I messed that up completely there. Use paper clips, you savages. You're always like piercing the paper with your staples and things. Like, guys, why are you so violent with your staples? They're so loud too, especially those automatic staplers. Have you heard those things? It's so freaking loud. Okay, I thought that said mint chip with cheese on it. I need to get my eyes checked, apparently. I actually do need to get my eyes checked. It's been a year and a half since my last eye exam, but considering we are still in the middle of a pandemic, it's probably not advisable to go and get my eyes checked. I mean, they are what they are. Like, I stare at a computer screen a lot of the time. Wow, I got an $8 tip for that soup. Nice. Can everyone do that, please? Everyone give me an $8 tip for soup? I would like that much, please. Very much, thank you. I know, it's not going to happen, but man can dream, damn it. No, not that time. Okay. It is weird. I don't know if people get any. Oh boy, that's a different one. I've never seen that recipe before. Sorry, it threw me off a lot because like it's everything but one thing basically. I don't remember what I was saying. Something about the fact that I think watching this game causes some people anxiety just because it seems like pure chaos and everything, because there's all these noises happening all the time when you have like constant screen. Okay, I thought I messed up there. Like the screen is constantly shifting around and you're doing all these different tasks and everything. But I don't know. I'm sure I talked about this before, that doing all this stuff is actually oddly cathartic for me, and just it's sort of once I get to a certain mode, I can just sort of like zen out and just sort of it all just sort of flows together. I know I'm sounding like a hippie, but that's just kind of how this game particularly does. It hits the sweet spot for me of being, oh, that's interesting. Cherry, whip, and nuts. Okay. That was different and unexpected. it hits the sweet spot of being having enough action for me to keep me sort of on my toes most of the time, but also especially during times like this when you get a little bit of downtime between orders and you're like, okay, you can take a breather. But at the same time, especially if you're doing like I'm doing now and only using a few different recipes for a few different foods and not really bothering to switch out and do what the game was trying to kind of encourage you to do in cooking different foods and swapping them out of the menu and doing all that sort of stuff. When you just have like a few specific things that you're cooking all the time, you don't have to think about it as much, and you can just sort of again kind of just zone out a little bit and just sort of let the game flow, man. That's all it is. All right, we got another perfect day, which is pretty good for me. And I still need to buy one more food. I'll buy it at some point. Let's see. Still tastes good. Good, I hope so. Perfect day. Hooray. More about mysterious tickets. Right, I remember that. They're watching me. We got a couple of mysterious tickets and a new item is available. Rat pesticide. Oh boy. Nachos upgrade for that food I'm not going to buy ever. Oh, I think I was talking about the different things that come up in the game later on. That, like, I'll have to buy the other... I'll have to buy the other foods at some point. So I can do all the other events that come up later. Especially, like, the catering, which is going to come up eventually. Because I think I have to do a couple catering events before it will let me progress to 2 stars or something. I forget what. But we'll worry about that in the future. For now, thank you everybody for watching this episode of Cooks Are Delicious. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I will talk to you all next time.